Hi, ladies and gentlemen, it's your brother Bolo V and I. We're in this space again. Alright? And we're here to examine a very, very serious one. Another embarrassment on this country under the governance of an Andrew Willis-led administration. You know, it just, I don't know what to say, man. Under the table government, Under the table government. Anyway, let's get to the article. Remember to like and share the video. Alright, guys. Thanks in advance. Thank you in advance. Criminals pocketed 3 billion from car stealing in 2024. I don't know what is going on in 2025, but this is 2024. Claudette Robinson, big up yourself. Let's listen to what they're saying.
If you look at the statistics for last year, the losses amount to over $3 billion. So we're speaking about, that's correct. We're speaking about $3 billion going into the pockets of criminals. The place where the unit is housed is CTAC, where our mandate is to dismantle gangs, disrupt gangs, take away financing from them. So we collaborate heavily with the fraud squad, FID, as also the anti-gang unit within CTAC. So if it is that we discover a ring or a group of persons stealing motor vehicles, they are treated as a gang. And if it is that they have assets, the assets will be seized upon the conclusion of the investigation.
What's the status showing us currently? We're having an 18% increase in the recovery rate when compared to the similar period.
This year, recoveries are up 18%. The stealing of motor vehicles is up as well. What percentage are we looking at as of today?
Well, as of today, we are seeing a 6% increase in the amount of vehicles being stolen. Earlier in the year, it was a bit higher, but with the efforts of officers on the ground and support, we are seeing it trending down.
Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, you heard what they said. They're treating these rings as gangs. Now, the story that Andre broke last night, the lady that called him, I'm about to play it. If they're treating it as gangs, my goodness, is it that the police are a part of gangs?
Emotional damage. What can go so?
Ladies and gentlemen, it appears that based off the allegations that I'm about to hear right now, it appears that police, allegedly, some police, are a part of these rings that go around stealing people's vehicles from shows and all type of thing. Let's hear what the lady has to say. Yes.
Hello, good night.
Good night, Andre. How are you?
Me they are all through the pain. No. What you said happened with you and your car now?
So I flew in to Jamaica for the Romain Virgo show.
Oh, you came here specifically for the Romain Virgo show?
Yes, it was Mother's Day weekend, so I flew in to take my mother and my sisters to the show.
My God.
So after we were having a good time at the event, first and foremost, we parked inside of Hope Gardens. So while we were in the show, we parked there around 7:30.
Yes.
And the show was over by 11:30. Now, when we came out of the show, the vehicle that we were using was missing.
My God.
We were frantically running up and down inside the venue, trying to find help. Now, when we were going inside the venue, there were a lot of police officers. Eventually, a police officer came and he said to us that he's going to have to call for help. Now, a police came And to me, there was no urgency to help us find the vehicle because people were leaving the venue. They weren't radioing that the cars were missing. So they offered to take us to the Papine police station.
Yes.
We went to the Papine police station, and the first red flag in my mind, the station was closed.
The station.
No, the police. Yes, it was
Papine
closed.
police station closed.
Yes.
What time was this?
It was maybe around about 12 by then.
And this police station closed?
Was closed.
What is this?
Then the police that brought us there, he had to call a police officer on the phone to call.
This AI transforms a kid's photo into a personalized storybook parents will pay for. Here's how it works. Just go to the AI Design Agent section and click on Personalized Storybook. You'll be asked to...
The
station closed?
Was closed.
What is this?
Then the police that brought us there, he had to call a police officer on the phone to come to the door to open to let us in the station. While we were there, I turned to him and I said to him, I would like to know, how often does something like this happen on a scale of 1 to 10? And that police officer relayed to me that these type of things happen 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10?
No, 9 out of 10 times. No, that was the first red flag in my mind because I'm saying people are paying to go to these events and 9 out of 10 times things like this happen. No, it should have been a secure location because it's one way in, one way out. So chances are somebody had to free up those gates for people to come in to take those cars. And it was so obvious because the police then said to us that we should call 911 to report this incident. Now we're at the police station and the police that should be taking the statement from us is telling us to call 911.
So the police are telling you if you call 911?
Right.
Are you in at the station?
Which we did. And yes. And when we did that, the police asked what happened. And we're like, we're at the Romeo and Virgo show. Our car is missing.
You mean them tell us to call 119? 119.
Yeah, 119. Yes. Sorry. I'm in New York. So this is different for me.
I understand.
So when that happened, the police said, why are you calling me if you're in the police station? So that's when we realized no help was coming.
My God.
So they didn't do anything. All they said, we have to reach out to insurance next morning, whatever the case was. That was a Sunday. On the Monday morning, we called Papine police station to find out if there were any updates because other people were there giving reports too. They said no updates. I left Jamaica and I was like, this is like water under the bridge. Nothing is coming of it.
My God.
1 week later, the following Sunday, I'm here in New York and my sister left her phone number in the station. She got a phone call from a so-called Superintendent Scarlett. Saying that she's calling to inform us that the vehicle was found from Thursday night in Augustown and was now in Spanish Town police station. The only issue is somebody was trying to use the vehicle documents to post bail for somebody else.
Somebody was what?
So using the vehicle documents to post bail
for somebody.
That was the story. So the only thing in my mind that this is Sunday. This can't be happening on a Sunday. Now she was saying that in order for them to keep the vehicle from going into pawn, we need to pay 150,000 Jamaican dollars and then sue that person for that money. So I'm like, this is not making no sense because first and foremost, the person you caught with that vehicle has nothing to do with my stolen vehicle. You should be holding that person accountable to find out what really happened with that vehicle.
Wow.
So I immediately asked somebody to go to Spanish Town police station to verify if the vehicle was actually there or not. No. When they went there, there's no Superintendent Scarlett.
What?
There was no vehicle.
What?
They then went to the Papine police station to ask questions about the so-called call because we tried to call back the phone number and they weren't picking up. Now, when they walked into the station, there was a specific police officer there. I won't say her name, but she knew everything, the whole story. So that was upsetting because I'm like, Nobody told you, so how do you know everything that's going on?
Oh, what is?
Then the following, this was now the Sunday. So when we went there, they were like, oh, no vehicle is found. They didn't hear nothing more about the vehicle. The following Monday morning, we
Yes.
called to make a report about that specific police officer. That's the specific police officer we spoke with the night the vehicle was taken, because she was a female police officer.
My
So we
God.
wanted to make a complaint about her.
A simple thumb trick discovered by NASA scientists could be the key to
What is upsetting the inspector in that morning was saying that we are telling lie on her so-called corporal. Now, the thing is, we didn't reach out to Papin. We didn't reach out to anybody about this vehicle.
Yes.
We have been getting call from these police officer trying to solicit $150,000 for a story that doesn't make sense. So now I am of the conclusion that
Yes.
these police are involved in that car stealing ring, because it was 5 vehicles that was stolen that night.
My God.
And on top of that, they're still trying to reach out to persons to get money that they have recovered the vehicle, and they do not recover the vehicle all now.
My God.
So that is the frustrating part. Not only is people property is gone, not coming back, but at the end of the day, they are trying to solicit more money. So that tells you how heartless these people are trying to be.
No, sir. What kind of vehicle was it?
It was a 2011 Toyota Voxy.
A Toyota Voxy. Was it a rented
Yes,
vehicle? Or
2011.
was it a rented vehicle, or was it your personal
It's a
vehicle?
personal vehicle. It's garage kept. It only get out the garage when I'm on the island. So that was it. It's gone. It's not coming back. But the upsetting part is when you are going to receive phone calls out of the police station of people trying to solicit more money, giving you a fake story that they recover vehicle, but I must go and post bail for somebody that I don't know in order for me to get back my vehicle. That story has nothing to do with me.
My God.
And then when you go and ask question or you try to make complaint on these people, it goes nowhere.
Wow. Wow.
So just like the car stealing ring that has been exposed in Jamaica, these people know exactly what's happening, because it's common sense. It's one way in the venue, one way out. If these things are happening 9 out of 10 times, things can be done to prevent these activities from happening. But I'm of the opinion that these security and polices, they just open the venue, allow people to come in to do what they want to do and leave.
My God. But I'm happy that you were alert, because probably you would have given the person the 150,000 and still left without the car.
Absolutely, because if it was a different scenario where they were told me they needed it for maybe towing or something else, I was willing to pay the money. But then the whole story just didn't make any sense on a Sunday. You can call me to say, oh, you want me to go and deposit this money in an account because it's Sunday. No government business is taking place on a Sunday. So I just want people to know that these things are happening, and the problem is, if we don't talk about it, we don't share this information, people are left behind in the dark. Because not only that I was in Kingston, I was left stranded with no help coming. There was no help from the police officers, because all they kept saying, oh, we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know how you're going to get home. Nobody was trying to say, okay, 5 cars, 7 cars is missing. Radio it over the radio. Police be on the lookout for these type of activities. Nothing was done. Absolutely nothing. Not even a formal statement was taken. Because they said they would have reached out for us to give back a formal statement. That hasn't happened up until this day.
Wow. Thank you for sharing your story.
No problem, Andre. Have a good night.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard the lady. We are in a very, very serious situation in Jamaica. And Nothing should be taken lightly. I would advise the Jamaican people to use the travel advisory as a guide for your own movements. You understand what I'm saying? Can you imagine saving up your money to buy a car and you're going out and your car is just gone? And you have to be contemplating whether or not the people that are paid to serve and protect, that your taxpayers' money paid, is involved in some type of criminal activity. Can you imagine that? Could be involved in some type of criminal activity that is responsible for your car being lost. Just imagine that. Bolo download Power 6 app on your phone. There's a program with Simon Caskill. The first 30 minutes or so he talks with Ralston Hyman. Lots of content you can use or reuse. 106 FM. Interesting. Thanks for that. So, somebody reached out to me. Oh wow. The husband of the wife reached out to me. Or the alleged husband of the wife reached out to me. I guess he doesn't want to speak. Just text me a while ago saying I can call his wife. So when I hear from the lady that was on Android, I was asking him to call him because I would love to hear from him. Husband must have been scary for him. Can you imagine it? You're Jamaican and you don't even want your wife to travel back to Jamaica. Jesus Christ. No, sir. This body, man. People and everything gonna understand how bad this is, Yo, Jano. You think gonna understand how bad this is?
Hello?
Hello, is this the lady that called in on Andre's show last night about her car being stolen?
Yes, sir, but you caught me at a bad time at work.
Oh, your husband gave me the number, so I thought he had reached out to you. Alright.
Yeah.
Alright. Big up yourself.
Yes, sorry, I can't
No,
talk
man,
to you
you're
right
good,
now,
man.
alright?
You're alright.
Alright, cool.
Good
Yeah,
talk.
bye.
Here you go, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, the husband are calling now. General.
Yes, Bolo.
Yes, sir.
Big up yourself, man.
Oftentimes in these situations, people don't consider how a man feels and what goes on in their head. So what I love for you, talk to the people this whole situation. How you deal with it mentally. How in a process situation. What come across your mind?
Living in America for 36 years, my brother. From me a youth. Me a 55-year-old now, you see me?
Right.
I'm not lie to you. The night when my wife called me, I couldn't even sleep, Bolo. I'm not sleep the whole day.
Cha.
Because that I'm a heart that. You see me?
Yeah, man.
My heart. When I say my heart. And she run everything for me. I'm a businessman in America. I build myself that way. You see me?
Right.
She also run a restaurant. Plus, she work for the government at nights. You see me? So when she called me and tell me about it, I'm not lie to you. As I said, I couldn't sleep. So the next day, first thing you want to do is jump on a plane and come to Jamaica.
Oh,
You see
you
me?
mean as a man, you mean?
Yeah. You understand? I only 3 days